and the fearless, penetrating oomph of someone who's experienced the dissolution of his ego and come back with nothing left to lose. Henry also provides an important, fresh framework for understanding the confusing complexity of psychospiritual tools and teachings. Educated at Oxford, yet modest and unpretentious, he is quietly brilliant in his overview of the seemingly many paths that are actually one path, or no path at all, since in truth we are always already home. That is the real genius of this book. Woven through his practical guidance, personal examples, and conceptual clarity is a single, bright, joyful thread. You are already home. The foundation of your psyche is an indestructible, unstainable love. In simple biological terms, humans evolved to live together based on caring and sharing, compassion and justice, since that promoted surviving and thriving for both individuals and bands. We are naturally moved by suffering, and we long to give and receive kindness, respect, and comfort. Sure, much like the sun can be obscured by clouds, we can lose sight of this inner light, but it is always shining. And Henry shows us how to disperse the mind's clouds while knowing and knowing again the heart's true home. Even more deeply, beneath the contents of awareness, the thoughts and feelings and other flotsam and jetsam in the stream of consciousness, Henry reveals the nature of that inner light, continually giving itself in the present, like a fountain spreading out into and disappearing into the moment, while being continually renewed. The givingness of presence is love, even when the contents of that giving seem far from it. What a reassurance to know this, in the midst of stresses and quarrels, and when reckoning with mistakes and regrets and remorse. In this book you can find the sure refuge of really knowing the rising, shining, inherently loving generosity in consciousness itself. And deepest of all, as someone who has had the bottom fall out in the most radical of awakenings, Henry invites us into the emergingness of reality itself, its own endless givingness as it originates into the present. A plausible theory of time. Why is there always something new? Is that it is simply the expansion from the Big Bang of our four-dimensional space-time universe. The expansion of space in its three directions is so vast we don't notice it, but as time expands into the next moment, leaving the current one behind, we live always in creation. What a gift! With his own offerings of eloquence, clarity, and realization, Henry Shukman helps us appreciate, surrender into, and find our most fundamental home in the continual appearing of something from nothing, living in the giving that is love. Rick Hansen, Ph.D., Wellspring Institute for Neuroscience and Contemplative Wisdom, San Rafael, California, USA, on the unceded lands of the Miwok and other native people, October 21st, 2023. An invitation. Imagine you're alone in a quiet room. No one can disturb you. You're comfortable, you're still, and gradually you're getting the sense that a greater quiet surrounds you and holds you. The more you feel this quiet, the more you know in your bones that you can trust it. It's beautiful and precious, and you find yourself letting go of your plans. Your to-do list evaporates. Your agenda disappears like vanishing ink. Now there's only the quiet, which feels almost like a presence, and it brings on a deep sense of well-being. You bask in it and feel you're touching something familiar, yet also mysterious and potent. Your heart opens as if this spell of